Today, the Jolia Archaeological Complex contains the remains of a Buddhist monastery and a large stupa or Buddhist shrine. The site was constructed in the early days of Buddhist expansion out of the Indian subcontinent when the region was part of the Kushan Empire. The Kushans were a nomadic people from the Eurasian steppe who came to control and rule over an important segment of the Silk Road linking China and India to the Mediterranean basin. While the main stupa at Jolia has been badly damaged, 27 subsidiary stupas in different state of disrepair are located around the main stupa and in the two adjacent courts. An additional 59 chapels are located around the courts and feature scenes from the Buddha's life. Located to the east of the three stupa courts, the monastery contained individual monk quarters surrounding a large courtyard. To the east of the courtyard, several structures related to monastic life, including an assembly hall, kitchen, storeroom, and refectory, finish out the complex. The site of Jolia is located in the Texla Valley, once part of the ancient kingdom of Gandhara, which spanned over parts of modern-day Pakistan and Afghanistan and experienced its greatest flourishing during the Kushan period between the 1st and the 4th century CE, with access to land routes to the Parthian Empire in the west, seaports along India's west coast, and the Central Asian corridor of the Silk Road. Gandhara was well situated to benefit from commercial activity. The Kushan Empire fostered commerce through cultural inclusion, borrowing characteristics of their Hellenistic, Persian, and India-influenced subjects, which allowed them to more easily engage in trade with their neighbors. The Kushans utilized a dynamic multicultural currency based on a Roman gold standard that assisted in trade transactions. The coins, over 100 of which were recovered from Jolia, display an amalgamation of imagery featuring Kushan royalty, Greek lettering, and Buddhist imagery. This cultural fluidity is also visible in the blend of architectural features on the stupa at Jolia, which show Greek, Persian, and Roman. It is widely believed that it was along the trade routes of the Texla Valley that Buddhism spread from the northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent onto the Hindu Kush mountains of Afghanistan and into Central Asia and China. After 100 CE, during the rule of the emperors Kanishka and Hoveska, building of stupas and monasteries began in earnest across Gandhara. These leaders are credited with the creation of great stupas in Peshawar and Mathura and are revered in Buddhist texts, though archaeological evidence suggests that the emperors continued, according to their cosmopolitan policies, to worship a variety of gods. While the emperor's embrace of Buddhism was symbolically very important, it is likely that it was the stabilization of trade routes through the region and subsequent period of prosperity, permitting local communities and monks to donate the Buddhist orders that had a such greater impact in spreading the faith. During this period, Buddhism underwent several transformations which permitted followers to seek salvation through donations and gifts, as well as through lives of poverty and self-abnegation. Indeed, at Jolia, many of the stupas include inscriptions by the generous monks and merchants who were their donors. A stupa or Buddhist shrine is a mound-like religious structure which may contain relics of the Buddha or a Buddhist saint, commemorate a holy event, or denote a sacred location. Stupas became a way to spread the living presence of the Buddha and to provide a physical manifestation